Hi, it's Susanna Troy. I'm here with Joe Sanchez, who I've dubbed the Hispanic Serpico, and I want to ask Joe, as if he was Howard Cosell for you old-timers, what does he have to say about the NYPD legal department in the Adrian Schoolcraft trial taking a preemptive step, serving Serpico with a subpoena? What do you have to say, Joe?
Well, big mistake. The NYPD has been known to make capricious and arbitrary decisions, and this is a big one.
Why do you say that?
Big mistake. Well, first of all, when they made a decision to subpoena Frank Serpico in regards to the Adrian Schoolcraft lawsuit, I mean, what are they doing? They're going to open up a can of worms.
How so? Basically, what I think is they took the equivalent of a legal nightstick. They thought they were going to treat this guy like Occupy Wall Street, hit him in the groin, hit him on the head. And what's going to happen when I even heard there's a woman lawyer from NYU named Susanna. So what's going to happen when they put him on the stand? They think they're going to make him screw up or expose something with his conversation with the feds. Are you kidding me? We're all begging the feds. I'm begging them, come in and help us with internal affairs and the NYPD. So what do you think is going to happen when they try and tear this guy to shreds on the stand?
It's going to bite him in the ass.
How so?
Bite him in the ass.
I mean, tell me about Serpico.
Well, first, Paco, he likes people to call him Paco, friends. He likes his friends to call him Paco. Paco, as you know, means Frank in Spanish. But, he took a stand. Paco took a stand in defending Schoolcraft because of how he was treated in regards to the NYPD coming down on him because he reported police corruption. And that's what he does. Paco is a guy that he doesn't go away. If he sees an injustice done to a police officer, he'll step forward and speak his mind.
Absolutely.
And this is something that the NYPD does not like. You know, the NYPD is guided by their legal department, and somebody in the legal department decided to hand him a subpoena and bring him in for what? It does not make any sense.
The bottom line is,
it
sounds like we're going to get Serpico 2. It sounds like a new movie. It sounds like the NYPD legal made a mistake. And in fact, it will bring more international, global attention. And at a time when, in a week, there's going to be a huge protest outside the PBA, the anger towards the NYPD is just mounting. So it looks like NYPD made the wrong move, and we're going to have two martyrs. We're going to have Adrian Schoolcraft and Serpico as martyrs. I mean, the bottom line is if the NYPD think they're going to throw this out, win or lose, and we pray to God, all of us want justice, and we want Serpico to win. I want Joe Sanchez to get an apology from the police department and reinstated, honorary reinstatement, and I want to win in my case. But no matter what, our stories are out there, so we've won already. But anyways, what I wanted to ask you is, what people don't realize is you were set up by internal affairs, and I wish to God you had made contact with federal agents, which you didn't. And Serpico and you did have some friction, and I've been a huge critic of Serpico's, except when it comes to him fighting corruption, supporting animals, and I support him in fighting development. But what would you have to say to Serpico? Even though the last time you wrote him a note, you were disappointed in him, what would you say to him and Adrian Schoolcraft right now?
Well, first of all, I haven't seen Paco since 208 with my wife and I. My wife Lorraine and I went up to up north, and we had lunch with him. We spent a few hours with him. We then followed him to this home that he was selling, and then after that we had coffee. So it's been about 5 years now since I had spoken to him, seen him. And the last time he did call me at my home, he was telling me that he was planning to move possibly to Rincon, Puerto Rico. He was looking for a nice, quiet place. But I just want to tell him that I do support him. He was, I consider him an honest man still. He cares for those people that are treated unjustly.
He really does. He really does care. And I'm sorry, you said, what did you say about him being a police officer?
No, as far as he comes to bat for those police officers that are treated unjustly by any police department for trying to do their job. And in regards to,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that I think you and Serpico were street cops that were both of you really courageous. I mean, he took a bullet in his face, but you had a family to support, and you got set up for blowing the whistle on your supervisors. But both of you are unique. Look at all the medals on Joe's chest, okay? You can't buy those. He earned them, and he's a Vietnam vet. And Frank also served in the military, so you have something in common. So at this point, whatever my criticisms or your disappointments, you wanted him to be there in a way that he couldn't for whatever reason, we wish Serpico the best, and that he really takes the NYPD and tears them apart. When they try to take him apart in the stand, I hope he tears them apart. Now, you're a supporter of the NYPD, Joe. You really have respect and you believe in the good NYPD. But there's a lot of anger right now. Everyone's going to be paying attention this September, and I'll be talking to you nonstop throughout the trial for your feedback. And also, I had you write Commissioner Kelly and Bloomberg and Charles Hine. Come January next year, we have a new mayor, a new police commissioner, and we're going to write to Charles Hines yet again, and we're going to be we're going to ask for your reinstatement because you were a true hero. That's how you and Serpico even connected. And he will admit that you are an honest, good cop that got set up. So what do you have to say to Serpico and Schoolcraft?
Both of them, just keep up the good fight. Don't give up. And I hope the best for Schoolcraft. I hope he wins this lawsuit.
Me too.
And I hope he's not just winning it for himself. He's winning it for other honest cops, as Frank Serpico did during his time.
That's true.
Trying to do right. And unfortunately, like the old adage says, bridges are designed and built by geniuses to be run by idiots. And you have idiots in the NYPD making decisions that are only hurting the NYPD. It makes no sense at all.
I know, putting Serpico, serving him a subpoena, he's a global international icon fighting corruption, and they're going to put him on the stand and make him into a bad guy. That was unbelievably stupid. I want to say that you represent the good, honest cops, but also don't forget that Schoolcraft is showing that innocent, honest people just walking on the street were treated like criminals. And he has audio of that. Stop and frisk them, clear the streets, and that's wrong. This is America, not communist Russia. So what do you have to say about that?
First of all, we do not. We're heading that way, as I see. We're not a banana republic, but things are getting worse in this country, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
I mean, is it okay to stop and frisk, Joe? I mean, Joe, you know a lot. You've written an article on stop and frisk. Is it okay to just stop anyone for stop and frisk? Because that's what he was told. Clear the street.
First of all, you have to have reasonable suspicion to do so, and that suspicion will build into reasonable grounds. But you have to be wise. You have to be alert. You have to be a cop that senses body language, and just don't do it because you feel like it or because your supervisors are forcing you to do it for numbers.
Right.
No, you have to do it according to the law.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Joe. We are going to meet in person, and it's going to be a whole different YouTube documentary experience. And I got a YouTube partnership, so I can go longer than 10 minutes now. I can't wait to meet you in person, Joe. This September, Adrian Schoolcraft Trial. Mwah. See you soon, and Lorraine too. Bye.
You take care. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.